Hello, it's Dr. Ferguson coming to you from the Passioncam. Last time I started a series that I'm going to run. I don't know how many it's going to take, but I'm going to go a series. And I'm talking about hormone balancing. And I'm largely coming from a natural hormone balancing point of view. So that's largely what I'll be talking about on each of the different sessions. Now when you say hormones, there's many different hormones in one's body. When you say a man and you say hormone, people think of testosterone. When you say a woman and you say hormone, people think of estrogen. But both men and women have estrogen and testosterone, but they're in different proportions. But we have other hormones as well that have to work in harmony in order to have success. Now, one of the things that happens with hormone balancing, it starts with cholesterol, then it goes to prednisolone, then it goes to progesterone. Now from progesterone, it goes to DHEA, to cortisol, to estrogen, to testosterone, and several other places. But those are the major ones. And so you can see that progesterone is the building block to all of the other hormones. And if progesterone is the building block for all of the other hormones, if your progesterone is low, the other hormones will be low. If one of the hormones is taking more than its share of the building blocks, then that makes the other ones low as well. And as I've told you in the previous session, it's not the absolute amount of the hormones that's really the most important issue, but it's the balance between the hormones that makes it most important. And this is a concept that has not been well understood for many years, and this is why many times in the past it was thought of when women were in menopause time, they needed estrogen. Well, they didn't talk about needing the other hormones, they just largely talked about needing estrogen. Primarily if the uterus had been removed as well, and the ovaries had been removed as well, but that's not exactly correct. There's a lot more to it than just estrogen. As I mentioned earlier already, both men and women have all the same hormones, just in different proportions. And that's what makes the difference. I mean, women have more estrogen, it makes them a little more curvy. Men have more testosterone, that gives them more muscles. So all of these things are important, and they have to work in harmony. And when any of these things are off in any shape, form, or fashion, now they can't work in harmony, and now we start to get some of those symptoms associated with hormone imbalancing. The most common symptoms just about everybody's heard of is hot flashes and night sweats. Well, another symptom is painful periods, irritable at the time of your period, having blood clots during the time of your period. Those are also signs and symptoms that can be associated with hormone imbalancing. Difficulty sleeping, weight gain, weight loss, facial hair. Women that have an excess of testosterone, they may have a male pattern of balding, truncal obesity, a deepening of their voice, and let's see, it's a fourth common one. I'm blanking here for a second. Have a male pattern of balding, a deepening of their voice, truncal obesity, and facial hair. Now those are commonly associated with excessive testosterone, and many women listening to this may say that may fit me. Well, one of the things that you do when you have excessive testosterone is you need a balance. We're talking about balance, and the balance is what we have to come to in order to bring some of those things in check. Now when you do bring them in check, all of them will correct themselves largely, other than the deepening of the voice. That one is hard to correct and many times doesn't correct. So on that note, I'm going to say stay tuned till next time, and we'll continue this talk on the Passioncam. Dr. Steven Ferguson coming to you. All right, be blessed.